ভাগবত আরম্ভে ব্যাস মঙ্গলাচরণে পরমেশ্বর নিরূপিল এই দুই লক্ষণে। Now, we have been discussing about the symptoms, characteristics of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The one characteristic is that is eternally constant or present with him, and another characteristic is that it is sometimes manifested, sometimes not manifested. These two characteristics are called the superior energy and inferior energy. Manifestation of the superior energy is always constant, present in the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And manifestation of the inferior energy, that is not always present, it is sometimes manifested, sometimes not manifested. Just like we have got also, it is very easy to understand. We have got several energies personally, and we have got some mean energy also that is within us. That is not always manifested. Sometimes I commit theft. That is my energy. That is my energy. But it is not always manifested. This is a crude example. Similarly, everything is there in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Janmadasya Jataha. The Bhagavat explains in the beginning of Bhagavat that everything has its origin from the Supreme Law. Everything, whatever you have got, it has its origin from the Supreme Law. And that is also confirmed in other Vedic literature. Jato va imani bhutani jayante. Imani bhutani, all these things which are created, there is a source, and that is Brahma. That is Brahma. The Vedanta Sutra also confirms this, Janmadasya Jataha. Athato Brahma Jigyasa. What is Brahma? And this is explained in one code word, Janmadasya Jataha. Brahma is that from whom everything is emanated. That's Brahma is that from whom or from which, whatever you like, everything is emanated. So, that supreme source, samambonam of everything, is described in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Janmadasya jato annayat itaratascha arthesu avijna sarat. That supreme source of everything, what is the nature of that supreme source of everything? Now, the Bhagavad says, the Janmadasya jata annayat itaratascha arthesu avijna is conscious. First qualification is conscious. The supreme source cannot be unconscious. Why? Because we are conscious beings. So we are also emanation from the Supreme Lord. The living entities, some of the living entities are moving, some of the living entities, they do not move, just like the trees, the hills, the mountains, they have got also their life. So they are not moving, we are moving, man, human being, cats, dogs, and ants, so many there are. So they are conscious. So unless the Supreme Lord is conscious, the Supreme Source of all generation is conscious, where from this consciousness can come? So the philosophy that the Supreme Source is void, how you can maintain? Where from this consciousness comes? Now, they say that consciousness is generated by the combination of matter. Or, up till now, no scientist has proved that by combination of chemicals and matter, physical things, one can produce consciousness. So the Bhagavad very nicely describes that the supreme source of everything is conscious. Conscious. Janmadasya jata annayat itaratascha. Now, he is conscious in two ways. Annayad itaratascha. Directly and indirectly. Just like we are also conscious, but we are directly conscious. Indirectly we are not conscious. Indirectly we are not conscious. But God is all-powerful, supreme consciousness. Therefore is directly conscious and indirectly conscious. In the Bhagavad Gita, you will find that Krishna says that Vidaham samititani Vartamanani cha Bharata. I know everything about Atitani, what is past, everything what is past. And I know what is present, I know what is future. And on this understanding, Krishna said in the second chapter, you may remember, that you, me, and all these persons who have assembled here, they were individual persons. In the past, they are individual persons now, and they will continue to be individual persons in the future. This is concept. Annayat idaratascha. Now again, what sort of consciousness? Where from he has got this consciousness? Just like we have got our consciousness from the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Source, and where from the Supreme or God, he has got his consciousness. The Bhagavad is Sarat. Sarat means he is independent. His consciousness is not dependent on others' consciousness. Sarat. He has got all the knowledge. Yesterday we have been discussing Bhagavan. Bhagavan is full of all knowledge. Where from he got this knowledge? Now our experience is that we go to schools, college and get knowledge. And where from he gets knowledge? The Bhagavad replies, Sarat, is self-sufficient, full of knowledge. These are the differences. So, these qualifications are always present. This is called Srila. Unless God is independent, unless God is conscious, indirectly and directly, he cannot be the Supreme Source. This is called Srila, constantly present. Tene brahmarida ja adi kavai muhyanti yasuraya. Now, people may argue that in the creation we find Brahma, the first-born living creature, and he has given us the Vedic knowledge. So, in the creation, because he is the first living creature, then he, Sarat, he is also independent. Why? God is independent, this living creature, this first born, he is independent. Otherwise, how could he give the knowledge of Vedas? No. The reply is, Teni Brahma Vida. No, he is also dependent. He got the knowledge from the Supreme Lord. How is that? He is the first born living creature. How he has got knowledge from God? Oh. Tene Brahma Vida. Brahma, the Vedic knowledge, was imparted into the heart of Brahma. Why? Because God is situated in everyone's heart. Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Vidyasarvati. These things are very nicely described in Bhagavatam in the beginning. Tene Brahma Vida Adikavaya. Adikavaya means Brahma. Kavi means the learned. Kavi. Kavin Puranam. Anusasitaram. The Bhagavad Gita. He is the Kavin Puranam. He is the oldest learned man. Old. Puranam. Puranam means old. Then, why God is not recognized? To understand God, He is the greatest of the greatest thinker, philosopher, or sage, or saintly person, they are also doing that. Cannot understand. Samshastiku to Satavasta Samsalam. So, Lord Chaitanya tells that he has got two characters. One characteristic is that is always present. What is that? Is independent and full of knowledge and is conscious. And consciousness is not the qualification of God. Voidness cannot be accepted as the qualification of the Supreme. The Supreme must be conscious. Tene Brahma Vida Adikavaya. Tiju Bari Vidana Jatha Vinimaya Jatra Sisadvam Nitha. And Jatra, in him, rests these material manifestation. And what is this material manifestation? Tiju Barinit Vinimayam. It is simply exchange of fire, water and earth. Of course, there are other things like 8 elements, fire, water, earth, ether and air. This is the gross material element. And the finer material elements are the mind, intelligence and politics. We have discussed this in the Bhagavad Gita. So, this material manifestation is nothing but a manipulation, a preparation of this lesson. Just like we present sometimes varieties of food stuff, kachori, sanara, puri, and rasgulla, and so many things. But what are these? There is varieties of grain and milk fat, that's all. Similarly, all these varieties, manifestation in the material world. Jatra Tirubari means Jatha minimum. Jatra Pisarga Mrisha. Amrisha, it is false. But it appears to be just like real. Foolish living entities under the spell of illusory energy, they have accepted this false exchange of material elements as real. This is called materialism. One who has accepted this false representation of reality, they are called materialists. And one who knows the real position of this material world, he is spiritual. That is the difference between materialism and spiritualism. So, this material representation, false representation, are temporary. The Vaishnava philosophy, they do not say false. Why? They will say false. God is real. His energy is real. You cannot say material energy as unreal, because God is there and His energy is there. Just like the fire is there, the heat is there, the temperature is there. We cannot say temperature falls. It may be manifested at some time. It may not manifest, like the temperature of sun is not perceived nowadays because due to this cold thing. But the temperature is the same, but it is manifested during June, July, it is very strongly. And in other seasons, it is not manifested. Similarly, this material energy, we cannot say that it is false. It is false. The Vaishnava philosophy is perfect as it's temporary. Vritya puliya. It is sometimes manifested, and this is called tatastha. This characteristic, this symptom of the Supreme Lord is called tatastha. Sometimes manifested, sometimes not manifested. But so far the superior energy is concerned, that is always manifested. That is explained in the next line. Dhamna sena sada nirasak suhotam param sattam. Now that is param sattam, the supreme truth, where there is no such temporary manifestation. So, this is knowledge and ignorance. The ignorant materialistic, they are captivated. Durasaya je bahirattamana. What is the materialistic point of view? Not durasaya. They are thinking to have peace and prosperity. It is nonsense. Durasaya. That's called durasaya. That will never be fulfilled. The foolish creature, what will never be fulfilled, they are trying for that. Durasaya. Nati viduḥ. Why they are trying so? Nati viduḥ. They are fools. They do not know. What they do not know? Nati viduḥ sarthagatim. What is their self-interest? They do not know. What is their self-interest? Vishnu, the Supreme Lord. Their self-interest is to go back to home, go back to Godhead. That is their real self-interest. One should be interested. Selfish, this is real selfishness, that I must know what I am, what is the goal of my life. But these people, they do not know what is the goal of life. They are trying to adjust things here where things will never be adjusted, because the nature of this material world is like that. Bhutta pradiyate. Visargam, nisa, it is a false or temporary representation. So the common substance is that the Supreme Lord, Kṛṣṇa, or God, has got two, then he has got many diverse energies. All these diverse energies are summarized in three divisions: the spiritual energy, the material energy, and the marginal energy. We are living entities, we are marginal. We are sometimes captivated by the material energy, and sometimes we are in spiritual energy. Now our attempt is, Kṛṣṇa consciousness means, we are trying to transfer ourselves from this temporary energy to the permanent energy. Therefore, in the Bhagavad Gita you find, Mahatmanastu mang Devi Prakriti Asrita. Devi Prakriti means the superior energy, divine energy. This is also divine energy, but that is direct, this is indirect. This is temporary. Nothing can exist without being divine, because everything is coming out from divine. So sarvam khaludam brahma. Therefore, the impersonalists, they have taken everything as Brahma. That is also true. Everything is Brahma. That's right. That's all right. It's like in this store. This whole thing is stored. That's all right. But we have to take advantage of this store, not sitting in this, lavatory. We have to sit here. If you say, oh, that is also sitting place, why not go there and deliver lecture from there? No, we have to utilize here. You have to take advantage of the best. Everything is energy of Krishna, that's all right. But we have to take the advantage of the better energy, superior energy. There's nothing viduḥ. They do not know how to take advantage of the superior energy. So, there are two energies, the superior and inferior, or the spiritual and material. The material energy, this is the definition and substance of the definition and activities of the Supreme Brahman, Janma, the supreme source of everything. But the superior energy in which the Supreme Lord is always saying, Golokeva Nivasati Akilasma Sruto. In the Bhagavad Gita also it is stated, Parastasmasu Bhavanya Bhaktya Bhaktya Sanasana Purushastra Parapratha Bhaktya. That Purusha, that Supreme Lord has to be understood Bhaktya, not otherwise. That is stated. Only through Krishna consciousness. There is no other way. You cannot understand the Supreme Lord. That Supreme Lord is Dhamna, Sena, Sada. Sada means always, eternal. Dhamna, Sena, in his own abode. In his own abode, Dhamna, Sena, Nirasta Kuhakam, where there is no illusion. Nirasta Kuhakam. Kuhakam means illusion. That's why here everything is Kuha. Everything is made of earth, water, temporary thing, just like a doll. Doll, you see, you sometimes find in storefront, a big mercantile farm, there is a nice girl standing with that. That is kuhakam, illusion. That is illusion. Those who know, it is a doll. Similarly, that is the difference between a man in knowledge and man in ignorance. They are accepting this material doll as reality. That is material. And those who are in knowledge, they know, no, it is doll. The reality is different. The sadhana, there is no kuhakam. That doll illusion is not there. Sadaniratta kuhakam. There, sattam param. And there exists the Supreme Truth. Sattam param dhimahi. This dhimahi is Gayatri mantra. Those who are Brahmins, who are elevated, they are giving this Gayatri mantra. Om bhūdhuva sat tat savitu varannam bharga devasa dhimahi. Dhimahi, that dhimahi word is used here in the Bhagavatam. The Bhagavatam is meant for persons who are already in the qualification of Brahman. It is not meant for persons who are in the qualification of Shudra. Because this very word suggests Dhimahi. Dhimahi is meant for Brahman, Gayatri. So, this is understood that God is always, his real character is the spiritual energy. And another character is the state, the material energy, that is temporary. Thank you. Any question? Any question?
Yes. What is the difference between karma yoga and bhakti yoga?
Oh, we have not discussed just now, karma yoga. Anyway, karma yoga and bhakti yoga. Karma yoga is meant, yoga, first thing, yoga means linking, connecting. So, any yoga, there are many different kinds of yoga. Any yoga means linking oneself with the Supreme. So those who are too much addicted to karma, karma means work, just like we see in your New York City. Everyone is busy with karma. Karma means you do something, there is some result and you enjoy or suffer. That is called karma. They are doing business, they are doing so many things, there is result. The karma has an effect. So it may be good or bad, so one has to enjoy or suffer. So those who are too much addicted to this karma activity, when those activities are done with yoga, yoga means linking with the Supreme, that is called karma.
Isn't Bhakti Yoga is not
Bhakti
the same?
yoga, karma yoga is almost the same bhakti yoga, and a bhakti yoga is direct. Bhakti yoga is that bhaktas, they are not addicted to karma, but they are simply addicted to the service of the Lord. That service of the Lord and ordinary work sometimes appears one and the same. Just like we are also typewriting. Your mother was asking the other day, oh, you have got dictaphone? Yes. So you say that materialism bad and we are spiritualizing this. We have produced these material things, we are spiritualizing. So, sometimes the ordinary karma and bhakti appears to be the same, but they are not the same. They are not the same. Because everything is source of emanation. We have nothing to hate for materialism, because materialism is the energy of God. Why should we hate? We have nothing to hate. We don't hate materialism. The materialism, they do not understand what is materialism. Materialism is to forget the source of all this. That is materialism. One who knows the source of everything is God. For him there is no materialism. Because he utilizes everything for that source. So for a advanced devotee, there is nothing materialism. There is nothing material. Everything is spiritualism.